Well, it was a madhouse, so that was the theme, and he kept sort of torturing you while you were waiting with very maddening music, the same kind of phrase of music over and over and over again, and there were padded walls and, sort of bodies hanging, and so he set the stage. You knew that it was going to be in an insane asylum. It was almost like a psychology experiment. How long can he torture all these fashion people before they rise up and riot?
You walk in and you never know what to expect from Thom Browne, and I've learned very quickly, you think it's going to be one thing and it turns out to be something else. But these clothes, from start to finish, are extraordinary. They are all worthy of being put behind glass and stared at for years and years and years to come.
Well, it was definitely an insane asylum-ish feeling. I just wanted to do something that was really, humorous, but humorous in a way that taking very seriously, the collection was very seriously made and the quality is very seriously made, but put in a very surreal, kind of crazy atmosphere.
Unlike a lot of other American designers, he has a really sort of artistic view, and you can just look at this set, which is pretty crazy, creepy, and know that he has something in mind, a bigger statement other than just what clothes we're going to wear.
With Thom, I always feel like there's so much more on the runway than just the idea of the clothes. It's this whole other idea about what fashion can communicate and what it says about the culture, what it says about women, and his own sort of, mishmash of influences and quirky takes on things.
This is a true masterclass in design, in couture, in construction. So the entire thing from start to finish was not only fascinating, but it's beautiful, it's haunting, it's memorable, and these are the moments that you live for. And it's funny because a lot of people say, oh, do you have to go to shows now? Do you still have to go to shows? This is the reason you come to shows, to see things like this that are really one of a kind, special, unique, and leave us all a little breathless.
It's really couture. I think that this is a designer who's all about creativity, imagination, ideas, a kind of laboratory of ideas. He gives you a show in the same way that McQueen used to give you a show, and I think it's absolutely unique in American fashion, what he's doing now. I'm really excited by Thom Browne.
He's similar to an Alexander McQueen or something because he does have these really high-minded ideas, but then they actually kind of trickle down to really beautiful, well-crafted clothes with the point of view. And we've seen Michelle Obama wear him, and that's definitely indicative of that.
Well, there were the nurses first in very sort of strict uniforms, and then there were the mad women in which he kind of experimented with everything from Elizabethan poofs to kind of Belle Epoque clothes run amok, just like a kind of decadent fantasy. It was really genius.
I developed all my fabrics and a lot of tweed fabrics, but mixing rubber in the tweeds. A lot of latex was pasted onto the fabrics. And also the use of pin tucking just on those stiffer fabrics really gave a very natural way of giving really beautiful shape, I thought. Some of them I didn't realize that it was actually going to come out that way, but that's the beauty about design, is sometimes it's a nice surprise.
It was incredibly sculptural. I mean, he is an extraordinary tailor. I mean, that's one of the great skills he brings with from his menswear. But this was more than just tailored. It actually at times seemed to be molded. And he would use these great sort of flourishes of these very structured ruffles to really create a shape around a woman as opposed to just following her own shape.
I think, the importance of tailoring, but doing it in a very feminine, cool, young way. A lot of handwork. I mean, everything from the hand painting on the lace to the basting of and the draping of all the dresses that you saw. A lot of work. Up until they started coming out, we were still working on them.